It's just almost like a perfect movie.
Definitely an essential.
We talk about the magic of movies and when a movie gets made, you know, and how fate is in the hands sometimes of the filmmakers.
Yes.
And this was one of those projects that was going to be done years before. Kirk Douglas had done the stage play, which was not a big success. And then he was going to make the movie, but he never could get the financing and all that. It might not have been the movie it was if it had been made 20 years earlier or 30 years
totally
earlier.
Agree.
Because it was so much of the 70s.
Yes, this, you know, we've been talking about styles of acting and how it's transitioned over the years, and this really is a look at where I think, you know, acting arrived. Acting on film is very improvisational, is very of the moment. You feel like things are happening that only happened that 1 second, never, you couldn't repeat it. It has that alive, sort of unanticipated feeling about every single beat in the film. And, you know, films in the 30s and 40s and 50s didn't have that kind of style. Certainly, as we said before, it's led by Jack Nicholson's work, that kind of feeling that he always has. There's a dangerous element about him because you never really feel that you know what he's going to do next. I mean, he could just lose his mind and jump out the window or decide he doesn't want to be there anymore.
Right.
There's something so present and alive about his work always.
And he must have, you know, I would think, look back on it now and say, my God, you know how lucky I was. I got the perfect part for me at the perfect time.
Well, I hope he does. I did read that it was difficult to make, but I was also surprised and interested. I found it compelling to hear that Ken Kesey despised this movie, hated it, hated what they did. And he was so upset and he wanted to sue everybody. And I guess it was because the novel was written through the point of view, the eyes of the chief. And I stopped and thought, wow, I'm glad they changed it.
Yes.
I loved the role of the chief, Will Sampson, but I can't imagine it being through his eyes, how that would have changed the whole film.
But you could also see why a writer might feel that way if he envisions it one way.
Absolutely.
And somebody takes it totally differently, where you would like say, that's not what I wrote.
Well,
you know?
absolutely.
But they don't realize that maybe you've done them a service.
I imagine it's got to break your heart and make you, you know, crazy and end up in the cuckoo's nest yourself, crazier. But it is a different, you know, you sort of hand your work over to this field of collaboration.
Right.
And that's what happens.
But so many movies they don't get right. They got this one so right.
Oh, I think they did.
Yeah. Truly an
did.
essential.
I think there's no question that this movie is an essential.
So if they haven't locked you up by next week, will you come and join us again?
If they haven't locked me up.
Okay, if. The big if. Okay. We'll count on that. Here's a look at what we have coming up next week on The Essentials. The Wind, 1928. This film came at a time when men and women were still inventing the movie industry.
Lillian Gish was really the pioneer for what acting on film is all about.
Even though there's no dialogue, so much is said by expressions in the face.
It's an extraordinary film, and everyone should see The Wind. It's exquisite.
From 1928, The Wind. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find out more at tcm.com/essentials. Thanks for joining us for The Essentials.